Playing Minecraft solo is often overlooked as boring or not as fun as playing with friends, but I would have to disagree with that. It offers the opportunity to slow down and relax, which isn't common when playing with friends. Playing solo Minecraft is fun in its own way because you can just take it all in all by yourself. You don't have to worry about keeping up with your friends on the server or getting the best gear super fast. But that's part of what makes solo Minecraft such a calming and fun experience. You can play however you want and just live in the moment, which sometimes is hard to do when playing with friends. It's maybe not as exciting to start up a fresh world by yourself than it is with a group of friends, but there is still a lot of value in playing solo. Solo Minecraft is a very different experience than playing on a server, but it can still be just as enjoyable. And who knows, it might last more than 2 weeks. Look, I know you're probably thinking that playing Minecraft with friends will always be more fun than playing solo. But playing solo can offer a drastically different experience than playing on a realm. For one, there is no worry of being left behind. On a realm, it can sometimes be a race for who can get the best gear first, and that can ruin a lot of the fun of the early game. You're always trying to get better tools and never just living with what you have and doing other things. Also, racing to get maxed out tools and armor can be fun for a while, but once everyone has the best stuff possible, the game and the world kind of loses the fun. This is often why the 2-week phase is a thing. The first thing everyone does is try to get full netherite straight away. And that's fun while you're doing it, but once you have netherite, there's kind of nothing left to do. Of course, that's not true, there's plenty left to do in Minecraft. But for a combination of different reasons, worlds usually don't last much longer after everyone has netherite. And that's because the grind and the struggle to get the best gear is the most fun part. So why not make it last longer? Why do we rush to get it over with? Well, like I said, part of it is because of the pressure to get the best gear before everyone else. But this problem is completely gone in a solo world. You're free to use your iron tools for as long as you want, and I think you should do that actually. Like I said, the beginning of the world where you don't have overpowered diamond enchanted tools is the most fun part. So make it last a little longer, and just live in the moment. Focus on the other things before getting enchantments and diamonds. There is so much to do in Minecraft, and a lot of it can be made incredibly easy by having fully maxed tools and an elytra. But the difficulty of traversing the world and getting materials and building things makes it a lot more fun. So spend some time with your rusty iron tools and a horse instead of getting netherite and an elytra right away. Not going for the best tools straight away also makes exploration a lot more rewarding, because when you don't have diamonds out the wazoo, the stuff you can find across the world in villages and other natural places is a lot more valuable. The stuff you find in chests throughout the world becomes worthless after a while, so enjoy it while you can. Explore the world first, and build a house as well. Too often I see people, and even myself sometimes, living out of a pile of chests in a cave. I see people with netherite tools and armor before they even have a starter house. Building a house in the early game is such a rewarding experience because it's not the easiest thing to do. It takes time to get resources and build a house when you don't have the best tools. But that's what makes it so fun and so rewarding once it's complete. And don't stop after one house. Once you've lived in that one for a while and gotten comfortable in that area, why not pack up your stuff and go to a different area? Explore the world. There are so many natural structures to find and explore. Don't be in such a rush to beat the game or kill the Ender Dragon or whatever. There is so much in Minecraft to explore, and this goes for single player or on a realm. Don't be so rushed to beat the game and get overpowered. Keep your rusty iron tools and explore the world. Once you have overpowered armor and tools, all your problems are pretty much gone, and that ruins a lot of the fun of Minecraft. So take your time and explore everything there is to do. And this doesn't mean just in the game. Try out some mods. This goes for solo or with friends. But if you're playing solo, you can add whatever mods you want or play however you want. This could mean playing on peaceful mode or playing with a certain shader or texture pack, just making the world fit for you. There are no rules of what you can or can't do because it's your world. You can do whatever you want in it and play however you want. Only you can decide if you want to add mods or even cheats. Be careful with cheats or cheating in items though, because if you do it too much, you'll lose interest in the world. You're free to experiment with whatever add-ons or whatever you want to do with your world, so just have fun with it. I know I've talked about how the early game is the best part of Minecraft, but once it's over, try not to start a new world. Continuing to play on one world and really working hard on it is so much more rewarding than making a lot of worlds where you just played the early game and stopped. Really customizing one world and building lots of fun things on it is a very rewarding experience in the long run. So if you can, try not to restart on a new world after the early game is over. Keep playing and building because one world with lots of connected, unique structures is way better than lots of worlds with not a lot in them. So if you want to have a world you can truly be proud of, you have to have a plan of what you want to do with it. A very important aspect in this is to not make your goals too difficult. I know it can be easy to imagine all the villages and buildings you want to build, but you have to start out small or else you'll never end up at that goal. Take it slow too. Remember when I was talking about how worlds usually end after rushing for the best tools? This applies to building too. Take it slow and chip away at your projects. This will stop you from getting burnt out and dropping the world. Everything I said earlier about taking the early game slow applies here. Don't go for the big things right away. Don't try to build a whole village. Start out with small things, which, by the way, can add a lot to your world. A little cottage can add so much. Also, making pathways between your builds to connect them to each other is huge. It doesn't sound like a big thing, but it makes your world feel a lot more connected. And it's not super hard to do as well. So back to building a village. I mentioned it a few seconds ago. Building a village seems very enticing. Who doesn't want a huge custom village in their world? But be careful with this big of a project. It's very easy to jump right in feeling confident and having huge ideas of what to build, then end up getting burnt out and dropping the whole thing. So if you do attempt to build a village in your world, listen to these tips. First, take it slow. I keep saying take it slow in this video because it is so important to enjoying Minecraft. Don't try to build the whole thing right away. Chip away at it over time doing small things. Also, you can build a village in whatever order you want. You could start out with a few houses, then decorate the area around them, then move on to another area, or make all the buildings first, then move on to the other stuff. It's totally up to you. Also, while working on big projects, whether it be a village or something else, having side projects can help with the monotony. Building a village can be tedious and tiresome, so having something else to do on the side helps make it more interesting and prevent burnout. At the end of the day, do what you want to that's fun for you. Don't keep working on a build if your heart's not in it anymore. It's totally up to you what you want to do in your world. We play games for fun, so once the fun's gone, there's no point to play anymore. You don't have to stick to one project you're building. You can drop it and do something else, then come back to it later, or never come back to it at all. You can do whatever you want in your world. Minecraft is a sandbox game after all. So just have fun playing by yourself, relaxing, and living in the moment. Don't keep playing when you don't want to, because that's how you get frustrated and get burnt out of the game. Find something new to do in the game, or just don't play it for a little while and come back whenever you feel like it. Also, something to keep in mind is you don't have to be alone. Sharing your builds is a great way to keep the game interesting. It's a fun way to get feedback and to motivate yourself to keep playing. There's lots of ways you can do this, whether it be Reddit, Instagram, or even starting a YouTube channel about your builds. Sharing your builds online makes it more interesting and fun to play. You can also get inspiration from other people online for things you might want to build in your world. Going online, sharing your own builds, and looking at other people's builds makes solo Minecraft a lot more fun, and it really feels like you're in a community. So, in conclusion, Minecraft single player is very different than playing on a realm. But that doesn't mean it can't be just as fun and rewarding of an experience. But if you want to enjoy single player Minecraft, you have to keep in mind these tips. First, take it slowly and don't make getting netherite the first thing you do. There's plenty of stuff in Minecraft to explore and find before beating the game, and doing them before you beat the game and get diamonds makes it a lot more fun and rewarding. Explore everything there is to do in the game, like all the natural structures you can find and that kind of thing. And try out different mods or texture packs. This can make the game a lot more exciting and different. Next, build some cool things. Have a goal to work toward in your world, but don't make it unachievable. And remember, never keep playing when you don't want to. Another way to make single-player Minecraft interesting is by sharing your builds online and checking out other people's builds online. This makes it fun to build new, interesting things, and you can get inspiration from other people too. So yeah, that's my tips for making single-player Minecraft more fun and enjoyable. Do all that YouTube stuff, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.